I'm Kathryn Hensley. I happen to be on the school board in St. Lucie County, Florida, which is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. It's a county that's on the rise, and the school district is definitely on the rise. We have about 40,000 students and 5,000 employees. Although we have significant budget cuts and great difficulties balancing the priorities that we deem very, very essential for the future of our kids and our community, we know that we have to keep all of our people employed, and we've made that pledge because that is an economic engine for our entire community. We're the largest employer in the region, so it's an economic engine also for the entire region. We have made significant changes in the way we deliver services to students. That has been indicated all across the country. People are coming to us to see what we're doing. We're seeing individual student achievement on the rise. We're seeing school grades going up, and we're seeing all the indicators going in the positive trend. So we're very pleased. We're not finished yet. We have a long way to go. But when we set something in place that was a 5 to 10 year plan, we knew it was going to take a little while to see the real results that we wanted. Remember, education is not about education. Education is about preparing all of our kids for the future, and also working with our community to build that community so that the future that they have here is extremely bright. We work with everybody that we can. We have coalitions with every organization, every government, every university and college in the area, every science community within the area, and beyond that. We're actually working with an ACE program out of Cambridge University, and we've had contact with other institutions. We have been visited by Kenya to see what we're doing and have an alliance with them. So it's very exciting and it's very unique. Florida has a history of not focusing really on education for kids, not funding it appropriately. But what we have been able to do is maximize the use of the tax dollars that we have. We're very fiscally conservative, and we always make our decisions on what's best for individual children and the district as a whole. We have received the APAGA seal of best practices. It is Florida's version of saying that you're doing everything you can, best practices for financial services. And that is a very wonderful thing. We are also certified and accredited district-wide, as well as every individual school is accredited by SAC standards. So we try to make sure that we focus on children always. We don't believe in quick fixes. We believe in long-term gains that are sustainable. We also believe in building community, and that means working on doing something new. So we have developed the Research Coast. I'm very proud to have served on the committee that put that together. We brought together all entities, all stakeholders to the table to decide on the targeted industries and what we wanted to be when the whole county and the region kind of grew up and became something different than the sleepy fishing village that we once were. The school district has an alliance now with University of Florida's Foundation, USDA, and county government for a very large and significant research park that will be ag-based and hopefully focus on building the future through alternative energies. That's very exciting. We also have an alliance with Harbor Branch Marine Oceanographic Institute, which is now part of Florida Atlantic University. We actually have a school there for our kids, and they get to work with world-renowned scientists and people who own patents on all kinds of wonderful things. So we are indeed making sure that our students are engaged in wonderful, wonderful work. Our students at one of our high schools actually build a house every year with the Treasure Coast Builders Association. They design it, they build it, they sell it, they take that money, and they build another one. Real hands-on, exciting activities in preparing our kids for the future, not for the past. So any new idea that comes up, if it overlays for the best interest of our kids and actually helps create a pathway to a really wonderful future, we're there. If it doesn't, if it's a special interest, or if it takes us in a different direction, we're not going to do that. We are very focused, and our focus is on the future of our children, individual children, and children as a whole, because as you know, they are the real investment for our workforce, for economic sustainability, as well as making sure that is the right thing to do so they are critical thinkers, lifelong learners, and excited about what they can bring to our community and the world. We no longer live in an isolated little insulated community. We are part of the world, and our kids have to be ready to address that world. So when we come to testing, FCAT, that's an important thing in Florida. However, it has to have its place, and individual learning gains is more important in the long run than the FCAT test score. We know that if we focus on learning gains for individual children, that the test scores over time will be where we want them to be. And we also focus on the whole child. We have been criticized somewhat for doing that. However, if you have a child who's hungry or scared, they're not going to learn. So you have to focus on the entire child. You have to work with the health department and work with the community as a whole to make sure our children are safe, they're secure, they're healthy, and they feel comfortable and nurtured in their environment. That's going to help them learn at school, and that's going to help those test scores that so many people are very interested in, as well as making them better students all the way around. So we do things differently. I'm very proud to have been part of leading the charge on some things in St. Lucie County that are very different. I happen to have the privilege of sitting on 36 different committees around the county, the region, and the state, and all of those focus on what is best for building our community for our children. So I would encourage you to go to the website, get all kinds of interesting information, send me questions if you have any. Be sure to vote on August 26th in the primary. I am Kathryn Hensley, District 4 School Board, St. Lucie County.